This is Andy Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm joined by European champion Jason Cunningham over Zoom. Jason, how are you doing?
Yes, I'm not too bad, thank you. Obviously, a bit different to last time we spoke. We were building up for that Foster fight, and we've had a little slight setback. But other than that, I'm good. I'm still busy at gym and just obviously preparing. We're getting ready for the fight. It's going to happen sooner or later. So yeah, everything's good.
Obviously, just wanted to touch on that. The main kind of talking point for us, Brad, unfortunately having to pull out through injury.
Yeah.
Firstly, what was your reaction to that news, Jason?
I was gutted, obviously, to begin with, but these things happen. It's boxing. Expect the unexpected. Basically, it's like saying my last fight on 3 weeks' notice. These things happen. Things just come out at blue, and that's that. So it's just down to me to be professional. Obviously, keep in gym, continue what I'm doing, and we'll just obviously wait for a rescheduled date.
How long did you know about kind of Brad's injury, or if the fight might have been at risk of being pulled for, delayed rather?
It were announced on the Friday. I forget what date it was. Anyway, by the Monday, he kind of pulled out. So we're just waiting for their announcement. So at least it's happened now, and obviously not 2 weeks before the fight or a week to the fight. And then that would have been a lot more disappointing. But obviously, yeah, I'm gutted because it's a fight I want. It's a fight I've been looking forward to, and it's about me getting to that next level. But it's still there. It's not gone anywhere. It's just a case, as soon as Brad's ready, and obviously I wish him a speedy recovery. As soon as he's ready to go, then we can get it on.
I mean, as we can see, and as you've said, you're in the gym. You've just finished a session.
Yeah.
Is the plan for you to still look to get out around August 28th or before the Foster fight?
I don't know. Ideally, I've said, for me, obviously with age I'm at now, I'm feeling like I'm in my prime years, but I want to be busy. I want to be building momentum moving forward. I'm flying in the gym. That's how I'm buzzing for this fight. Me and Raider have been working on loads, working on plenty to improve me as a fighter as well. And there's that buzz there, that air when you are champion. It's good, getting plenty of good rounds in sparring. In fact, like I say, I'm still just continuing as we are. It's about improving me. So I'm sparring with Lee McGregor on Wednesday in Essex. So I've got plenty to keep me occupied and keep me going, but I'm after gaining momentum. So yeah, if opportunities do arise, then I'm there, but it's got to be worth my while. It's got to be for me pushing on to the next level. Otherwise, we'll just wait for Brad.
That's something I was going to ask you. Would you be interested in just a normal tick over just to keep sharp before the Foster fight, or if you was to get back out, you'd want something worthwhile? You'd want to be risking your title in the fight, basically.
Yeah, I would, because obviously I like being busy anyway, and it keeps, like I say, it keeps me in my eye and it keeps me building momentum. But it's got to be worthwhile. Now, obviously, since Brad pulled out, I've never been called out so many times by fighters. Nobody wanted to know me over here, but now I'm European champion. Obviously, everyone's chasing you. But like to any of them fighters who are calling me out, unless you're bringing something to the table, or if your manager, your promoter is willing to pay me what obviously I'm getting with Brad Foster, then I ain't interested. Why would I be? So. Yeah, I'd like to keep busy, but it's got to be worthwhile. Otherwise, I'll just keep working, improving myself, and we'll just wait till Brad's ready.
So, with that kind of knowledge of waiting till Brad's ready, do you have any idea as to when a new date could be announced?
No, that's the disappointing thing. They told us a possible date, but after releasing this statement the other day, don't sound too positive. He just says he's got to completely rest. So, obviously, if you completely rest, it's a hand injury, which they're the tools of the trade. Obviously, you've got to look no further than Terry Harper in this gym with a setback with it. So, obviously, it's all on how he progresses into how his injuries coming along. Obviously, we aren't rushing into anything, but it's one of them. How long's a piece of string? It could be a case that he does it, he doesn't want to come back too soon. He then niggles it again. It's another setback. So, I'm hoping it's not going to be too long because I want to be busy. But like I said, until we hear anything, we'll just have to wait and see. Unless another opportunity arises, but it's got to be worthwhile.
So again, just kind of going back to that saying of, if you'd move on for the right opportunity, would you be willing to, if the right opportunity come along, just bypass that British and Commonwealth title fight, and of course your European title would be on the line as well? Would you be willing to bypass it just to move forwards through the European scene maybe and onwards?
Ideally, I want the Foster fight because that's the one domestically. I believe I've got the beating of him, and obviously just everything that comes with it, that British title, Commonwealth. But if it were going to be a case, it's going to stall my career, and he's going to be hanging out a long time, and this drags on, and I'm sat around for this long, not doing anything. Then no, obviously, I want to be active, so it would be an option, yeah.
I mean, how good of a fight would it have been? Well, it could still be, obviously, still will be when you two meet. But how good of a fight were people in store for if it had gone ahead on August 28th?
Everything, because there's a lot on line for both of us, isn't there? You know, we're both confident, both hungry. Someone's coming in the gym now. I'm working in the gym as we speak. So I just 1 minute I'm scoring as quarter. So going back to what I was saying, yeah, obviously there's a lot on line for both of us, isn't there? And obviously what this leads on to, we're both obviously world ranked with IBF and stuff like that. You just never know. So it's big for both of us really. But like I say, I believe I'm going to continue from the Gamal Yafai performance and do the same with Brad.
Jason, obviously, one man fought this weekend and won in Chris Bourke against James Beach Jr. Chris Bourke spoke openly about he'd love to kind of get into that mix between you and Brad and face for winner of you guys. Did you watch his fight on Saturday?
No, I didn't watch it. I was busy at weekend. I didn't watch it back in the show. Obviously, catch up on it. I did ask somebody who was watching it. Obviously, I was sparring with Beach. I said, "Oh, just let me know how it goes on and what have you." And obviously, my name is mentioned because it's in super bantamweight mix. So obviously, they said my name was mentioned. Obviously, with regards to sparring, but yeah, it's listen. I'll box anyone. You know what I've been about, but it's got to be worthwhile. So if it if that were another option, then I've worded with Frank, and then yeah, we'll see what's on.
So it certainly is a name that you'd consider if a right offer come along.
Well, if it's like I say, if it's worthwhile, yeah. Otherwise, I'll just hang around for Brad. There's more at stake there. There's at the minute, there's no other option that's better than that, is there? Obviously, especially with Bill Ron as well to headline that, and then all the titles, all the marbles, if you like. It's going to take some beating, so it'd have to be something serious, wouldn't it, for me to pull away from that.
Jason, how's everyone getting on in the gym at the minute? How's Terry? How's her hand?
Yeah, she's all right. She's obviously taking it steady. She's working a lot. I know she's working like in southpaw stance as well. So they're looking at adding attributes to her game and stuff. But obviously, you don't want to be rushing. We don't want any more setbacks. So there's a good buzz in gym. Very, very good buzz at the minute. But yeah, we're all just plugging away until we get his date or we get the nod or whatever else.
All right, Jason, leave that there and I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate your time. Yeah. Thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.
Yeah, no, thank you very much.